Cases of the foodborne parasite continue to rise in Kansas. The state now reporting 615 cases of cyclosporiasis. That's up from 461 cases last week. 80 of those cases are in Sedgwick County. Symptoms often appear around a week after eating contaminated food. That includes diarrhea, loss of appetite, and weight loss. The outbreak is linked to iceberg lettuce from Mexico, and it looks like cases in Kansas are now up to 615, as we were mentioning, 80 of those being in Sedgwick County. Another reminder.